dominant ever, the hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and hold the comments, cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same thread like him. They don't study doing work to get ahead like him. They don't toss and turn in the bed like him, cause they don't love it. They don't love it. They don't love it. They don't love it. They don't love it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start the drive with Harris. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This defense for the Packers, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. They run again with Harris. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first. The Steelers at 6-2 to start play. And they come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4. Harris running straight ahead, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. You look at this Packers defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge it? This is going to be fun.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that it'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a first down carry for Harris. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 7. Pickett sets up play action. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
On the give, this is Harris. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Here's 2nd and 3. Pickett now from the gun here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Now Pickett. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
They hand this off to Harris. And he is out of bounds here. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Pretty good effort there on 1st down. You know he wanted to get in that end zone.
Oh, he showed it by that dive trying to reach for the pylon, and now he's going to come back on 2nd down. Don't tap out. Don't take yourself out of the game. Go back to the huddle and say, give it to me again. I've got another dive left in me.
And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with his 13th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Play action. Stafford. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. You look at this Steeler defense. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you can tell by this team, all right? Anytime you can tell your offense, hey, just get us a couple touchdowns. We got this thing locked down. That's when you know you're playing well and you're carrying your team along.
To throw is Stafford. His throw is going to be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
.47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. More football. We're late in November. But they would be a wild card team. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards.
And normally when we think about huge field flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
7-yard line.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll toss to Harris. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, the 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Steelers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call it.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Touchdown, Packers! Jaden Reed with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, 1 play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
Steelers 14, Packers 7.
The Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. His first catch, good for 9 in the 1st down.
Well, with his size, you've really got to wrap up because arm tackles, they're not going to cut it. And that time, he used his full-grown man strength to fight off his defender and pick up the 1st down.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A Steeler 1st down with a pickup of 11 yards.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Alexander Johnson there on the stop.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A give to Harris. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the 1st down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. On the ground, it's Harris. Shoves him aside. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They run with Harris. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes him from the 10 down to the 6.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll run. Here's Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris has won a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season. And those votes may have been turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. That is incomplete. Romeo Doubs, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Second and 10, Stafford again. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Here's a diving catch right side. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3 and out. Throwing again is Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now a 2nd and 10. In motion right goes Reed. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Back to throw, Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
First down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza is sent on to punt. Here's Austin. And just shedding it off there. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
at the 17-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down. On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Shooting the tackler, it gives him some room. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now they send a man in motion right. Stafford popping this forward. It's a jet sweep. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
The final shot before the break, Stafford. That's hauled in by Musgrave for the Packer touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. And that, nearly picked off. But would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. To the air again, Stafford. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They snap it to Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. In motion, right comes Reed. They'll try to jet sweep. Stafford pops it forward. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
Your game on the play, 2nd and 10 at the Steelers' 11-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
This is 2nd and 8. Here's Harris. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10.
117 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
A short one there with Fryermuth. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. They fire this one quickly to Austin. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. This is Harris. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. 2 straight runs of 5 yards. 1st and 10.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them. That attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Harris. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Great stop by Devontae Wyatt, breaking through the line and stopping it cold.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Pickett looking to throw on 2nd down. It's brought in by Harris. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Here's Pickett. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at the 20. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And now off to the races down the right side. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 47 yards.
A gain of 47 yards. And the Packers first down.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And it's intercepted at the goal line. There he goes, right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six. For Steeler touchdown.
This defense, Charles, we know how good they are, but they've been beat a couple of times in this game. However, they got the latest laugh.
And how about the way they hung in there? Because you're exactly right. They're not used to being dented as they've been so far in this game. But what they just did there with that pick six, that's the equivalent of what was happening to them. They're throwing touchdown passes against them. Okay, we'll take one back against you.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Stafford here coming off his pick six. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down.
Alex Highsmith
able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that
and pressure coming, and they got him once again.
T.J. Watt, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here, back-to-back sacks.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Now a play fake it at Stafford.
Now this aired out deep for Reed. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 23. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, As many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Preston Smith drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And taken at the 46. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Stafford here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And they get the guard, John Runyon. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Again, it's Stafford. And this is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On the sneak, it's Stafford. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Here now, 2nd and goal. And Stafford's going to take it himself. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And can you believe this? A big mistake leads to a defensive touchdown, and they're a point away from tying this thing up. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth.
Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
This crowd, boy, in a state of shock. What was once safely in hand is now a tie game as the kick is away here. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Pickett. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, they've used him quite well in the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now a give. Running left is Harris. Nice move. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first. And they are knocking on the door of field goal range now. Missed tackles may doom this team.
I just had a bad flashback. That's why I'm sitting up here with you right now. You've got to tackle him inbounds. You've got to wrap him up.
This is 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. Able to power through. There he goes again. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, 38 yards. And the Steelers have broken the tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
And that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for.
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Nixon now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's 1st down. Now Stafford. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Stafford now to throw. Finding ETN here, catching it on the out route. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. ETN bringing in another one. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
If my calculations are correct here, and I think that they are, he's now over 55,000 career passing yards.
Well, you did get a fine education in the Midwest, my friend, so I know that happened, okay? I know those Butler Bulldogs very proud of what they sent out there, so I'm trusting your numbers. 55,000 yards? I mean, what can you say?
Yeah.
Wow.
He was already in the top 10. Now he just keeps climbing toward the top. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
2 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's a 1st and 10 now. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Well, they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
And the penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Remember, the 1 timeout still available as they come up 1st and 10.
Now it's Stafford. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance, and let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road, want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. One last throw here for Stafford. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead.
Steelers 35. Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
One final shot for Pickett.
And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to elevate that number and really make a big push to finish the season strong.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.
And with that, we say so long from Pittsburgh.
Why would I hold up my for ransom when my scope like Richard Richard Branson. Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man in black is seasoned with my Panthers. Pretty girl, she think I'm handsome. Just coasting through these matches. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. Keep it moving till I be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explore this war before I go. And that's some hours in my bench way. Now it's like work for 10K all cause it is 10 gamers. Been insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red-eye flights. Hot straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then I head down stage, they be like, see the crowd going air, they be like, so I step down stage, they be like, ooh yeah. See the crowd going air, they be like, ooh yeah. Crazed and courageous, raised by some Zulu lions, taught to seek dangers, brave and defiant, boy, the Lord was doing favors, blaze through the fire, yeah, we had a few, lost a few wages, still coming rampant, misbehaving, flavors, still coming anti-up, rebelling with my ravers, still don't give a about who'd be the latest, can't be locked up in them cages, start living up to what the you think a day is. But hey, what about it? So I stepped on stage, they were like,